Thank you to FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. One of the craziest Marvel announcements possibly ever is that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Dr. Doom in the upcoming MCU films. Now, whether you love or hate that announcement, it's super exciting that we will finally be getting Dr. Doom in the MCU. And of course, I just had to build my own Dr. Doom mask. Now, there are countless versions of Dr. Doom, but since this is the latest version that we've seen, I decided to build this version of the mask. Whether or not this is going to be the final version of the mask that we see in the movie, and it very likely will not be, I thought it was a really cool design, and you guys can definitely still use the techniques that I use in this video for your own Dr. Doom mask. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tutorials. Now let's get on with the build. Like my other foam builds, I start off by sketching out my own template for the mask. This one was a little different as I sketched it out on paper and built half of the mask out of paper. Once I was happy with the shape, I transferred over the template to 5mm thick EVA foam. And this is where the tutorial starts for you guys. You guys can download the template in the description below. Now that we have the pieces traced out on the foam, we can cut it out using an X-Acto knife. Remember to keep your knives sharp by replacing them often. Some edges need to be cut at an angle, and the template will show which edges those are and whether you need to cut at an outward or inward angle. Here are the pieces that we need to start putting it together. If you followed my channel for a long time, you'll know that I like to use this Weldwood contact cement for my glue. And we'll start with the jaw of the mask. You can see I have this chin piece, an upper lip, and 2 jaw pieces. We just apply a thin layer of contact cement on each edge that is going to get glued together. Once that glue dries for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, we can connect the pieces together. I'm starting here with the chin piece and connecting it to the jaw pieces. Contact cement does have a very strong smell, so make sure to work in a well-ventilated area and wear a mask. Once that's put together, we can take the upper lip piece and connect the side jaw pieces to it, just like this. Now we have a complete jaw. Continuing on, we're going to take these large head pieces and assemble those. First, I take a heat gun and heat up the entire piece. Then we take my beautiful $1 vampire cup and use it to shape and round off the foam sheet. This will make the shape look more natural and not so boxy. Once we do this to both sides, we can start gluing this piece to the jaw, starting near the nose area. This part can definitely be challenging, so be patient, and if it takes a couple tries, it's totally fine. I definitely didn't get it my first time. It does help to use foam because the flexibility really allows you to work in some of the pieces where things might not fit perfectly. After applying more contact cement, we can close this seam on top of the head to get a nice round shape. Once that side is done, we can do the exact same on the other side and actually connect the nose pieces together. And now you can see we have the main head of Dr. Doom complete. Now, to really get into the spirit of Dr. Doom, I had to upgrade my workshop to look like an evil genius's lab. And what better way to do that than by getting brand new standing desks. That was such a beautiful segue, wasn't it? But yes, these new E7 Plus premium standing desks are from FlexiSpot. And this is absolutely one of the strongest and sturdiest standing desks on the market. Whether you're setting up a home office or a gaming room, or in my case, a little bit of both, these desks will serve any and every need you have. I moved into a new space with my wife recently, so I set up sort of a dual gaming station, and these desks are perfect for it. The desks arrived in just a few packages, and the assembly was really straightforward. I built both desks by myself. With a huge work surface, I'm able to keep my large monitors, work computer, laptop, books, a lamp, and my keyboard and mouse all in one space. And the cable management trays underneath the desk keeps everything nice and neat while still allowing you to connect all of your devices. FlexiSpot absolutely dominates the standing desk market, and you can really see why with the E7 Plus. And with FlexiSpot's anniversary sale happening right now, you can get your own E7 Plus for a great deal. Go to flexispot.com and use my code in the description below. And now continuing on with the Dr. Doom build. We got the main shape down, but we still have some detailing to add. We're gonna cut out this forehead piece, and once we glue these seams here together, we can place it right on top of the forehead. Before I glue it in, I'm gonna trace out exactly where it's going in with pencil. Then I can add contact cement onto the exact place. and then we place the foam right on top. We'll take these two pieces here next and glue them right to the temple area of the mask. Continuing on, we'll start adding in some of the eye and mouth details. First, I just use these two rectangular pieces of foam and glue them right behind the eye holes, just like this. Also, I'll do the same thing for the holes in the cheeks. Once that's all glued in, I just cut out a rectangle in the eye, making sure to leave just a little bit around the edges to get a nice layered look. Now we'll do something very similar for the mouth by gluing in a small piece inside the mask, and then tracing out and cutting small holes in the mouth. And here's what you should have at this point. Now I'm going to take this Alex Flex flexible spackling and blend in a couple seams to make it look more natural. So I just use a glove and grab a bit with my finger and place it on the seam that I want to smoothen out. This can be a messy process, so try to use a little at a time. And the best part is that you can take a wet paper towel to clean up any messy areas or help smooth it out even more. Now it should harden in just a few hours, but you really want to just let it dry overnight. Now for one of the more fun parts of the build. I got these adhesive beads that are basically half spheres that will act as the rivets that you see on the mask. These beads actually come in different sizes, and I'll leave a link to the Amazon item in the description. The best part is that these can be pulled off in strips just like this, and it makes it super quick to add them to the mask. They can curve around corners and you can just cut off any excess. And now we can finally paint the mask. Painting it is super simple. I started with a layer of gray primer as the base coat. And then I finished it off with a light coat of metallic silver. If you want a shinier silver color, you can add more, but to keep it a bit more grayish, I just added a thin coat. Now all that's left is to glue in an elastic band for a head strap. And that is how you make a Dr. Doom mask. Thank you all so much for watching this tutorial, and as always, thank you so much for your support on this channel. A lot more tutorials and other fun builds will be coming to this channel this year, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of it. If you tried building this mask yourself and want to post it on social media, feel free to tag me at PropWay. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.